I woke up to a dreary mid-March day. While the weather outside was frightful, my Greek yogurt and morning coffee were certainly delightful. So today was dynamic day. Started off with some box jumps, 33-inch box. Really happy with how these are going, being able to just jump 33 inches. I did 37 and a half the other day outside. Scared I'm going to hit my head on something if I put the box any higher inside. Now this is going to sound silly, but I'm turning 46 in 2 weeks here. And it basically took me 46 years to actually comprehend how to jump. I never really, obviously I've been, kid, played sports, jumped a lot, but never fully understood how much power comes from the hips. So in the past, I'd always think about jumping with my legs, like almost like the more you crouch down into it, the more power you're going to get under your legs. But you can see on the first jumps, my knees really don't bend that much at all. I'm just using all extension through my hips to generate power. And I can jump from a standstill up to a 37.5-inch box on the outside jumps now. So, it's nothing amazing, but it was a huge game changer for me. And now I'm making progress rapidly. Being able to hit jumps that I couldn't even imagine jumping a few years ago. Or in reality, even a few months ago, I wasn't able to hit these jumps, not even close. I did box jumps to the 33-inch, then depth jumps to the 33-inch. All that felt really good. After that, doing some SSB speed squats. So not as heavy today, just 155 plus 75 in chain. 5 sets of 3 there. Then I changed my setup for jump squats using the trap bar. I added anchors so I could use bands outside of my squat rack. You can see it took me a couple jumps to get my positioning down to get this movement, but worked really well. Went a little lighter this week because I added the bands, so trying to be explosive into the bands. Then got this one from Nomo, Partial RDLs, but I added bands to it. The bands want to accelerate the weight down towards the floor. So just trying to do speed partial reps here and keep all the tension in my glutes and my hamstrings. I watched that Nomo, the UFO, do 40 reps with 405 straight weight, no bands, but absolutely insane. So I got 176 plus bands. I managed to get 25 reps here, I believe. In my next set, I actually got a couple more. I got 27, but I'm a big believer you find people that are stronger than you and you try to glean what you can off them. Nomo is a beast, so I try to learn what I can from him. After that, started working the core, so it's kind of like a hanging pike on the rings. That was my 3rd set. This is my 4th set here, and I was gassed by this point on these. It's a really hard movement for me, but I'm just going to keep trying to build it up. And into some standing ab roller. Ab roller, this one that I have, it's actually a hamstring roller. It kind of bugs my hands a bit, so I flipped it upside down and put the fat grips on the top to use like handles, and it actually worked quite well. A little more ergonomic, so they say. Not gonna lie, the ab roller is tough when you got some lower back fatigue. So I did my deadlift day 2 days ago, and then the speed RDLs here today. So lower back's feeling fatigued. Managed to grind out, I believe, 8 reps here, and then hit another set of 8 reps after this. The biggest thing I would say on these is when you first start doing them, especially if your lower back's fatigued, just work really hard not to hyperextend your back at the extended part of the movement. It's easy to do. Just work on keeping that core really tight and stick within a range of motion that doesn't cause that overextension or hyperextension in the lower back. After that, I'm doing some leg raises. So I've been doing them on the cable machine. Decided to give them a try with kettlebells today. Thought if I set up in the rack, I put a bar across through the holes for the safeties. Allowed me to anchor in really, really well. I like this setup. It's less tension at the top of the movement than there is with the cables, but kept it light today, just 10-pound kettlebells. We'll go up to 15s next week and see how it feels. I might be able to use this same setup and use my cable tower that's over beside my squat rack. That's just out of the picture there. I might figure out a way to rig that up to use the cables. The resistance curve is so nice with the cables, but I love this setup for anchoring myself down. Did a couple sets here of these, and then went into some slam ball crunches with a 40-pound slam ball. And I used the same setup here. Really like the setup to using my platform across the safeties. And then I used that same bar to put my feet under to anchor myself down there. Overall, I really enjoyed this workout. A lot of fun. feel like I'm getting more explosive. The Canadian rocket is being created before your very eyes. That's it for the workout. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.